I seriously feel like we're back in 2018 with the topics today. What's up, guys? Today we're talking about Manny Mua and Nikkietutorials speaking out about a really popular brand, Manny throwing some shade towards James Charles, and Trisha Paytas calling out Manny on Twitter. It's a mess, so let's get into it.
Exposed. Exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
So let's start at the beginning because this drama is intertwined with like 10 other dramas. Last week, something huge happened in the beauty community with a brand called Ofra Cosmetics. The CEO of this company had their Instagram photos leaked, and what was on there made people really upset. There were pictures of the owner's husband wearing like Trump merch and holding Trump flags and making a really bad gesture with his hands. It was really bad. Ofra tried to do some damage control and tweeted out 2 statements, pretty much saying a whole lot of nothing. Our mission as a brand has always been to unite through the universal voice of beauty and makeup. As a worldwide company, we do not discriminate against any race, religion, nationality, gender, or political affiliation, and only wish to spread peace and positivity. But people saw right through that, and they had to release yet another statement saying, "We are sorry for any hurt or pain caused by an image that was circulating from 2016 of one of our owners. Any hand gesture in this image were not meant with malice and were not meant to reflect any values. We are internally discussing the next course of action. Please know we are in no way trying to sweep the situation under the rug. At our company, we have all types of races, genders, and our diverse political beliefs are not reflected in our brand's goal to spread beauty and positivity." Understandably, a lot of people are done with the brand, and now they're looking towards their favorite influencers to also be done with them. More specifically, Nikkietutorials and Manny Mua. I feel like both Manny and Nikkie really helped to push their brand in the YouTube community. Nikkie had her famous highlighter collection with Ofra, and Manny has his liquid lipsticks. Even though this collab was back in 2017, I guess it must have been a huge hit because they still sell them both to this day. Well, now people want Manny and Nikkie to drop them. Nikkie was first to issue a statement about Ofra, writing, "I'm absolutely mortified and disgusted by some old tweets I saw the vice president of Ofra Cosmetics." I think she means old Instagram photos, but people were showing it on Twitter, so I think that's what she means. "I will not accept or associate myself to this behavior, and I am so very disappointed. Ofra Cosmetics has always treated me with such respect, but I can't and won't ever stand behind this. Please know that I've been talking to the brand behind the scenes and have asked them how they'll go on from here. My words have impact on businesses, but more so the people behind that business. I don't take that responsibility lightly. Once there's more answers, I'll take action concerning my collaboration products." So it sounds like Nikkie recognizes the impact her name has on their business. She probably knows this owner isn't the only person behind the brand and wants to see what action is done internally with the one owner before totally dropping out. I mean, let's be honest, if Nikkie pulls out of their brand, I'm sure a lot of people will be losing their jobs. Nikkie knows how much of an impact she has on the brand, so she probably wants to see how the brand will handle the situation and base her decision off of that. Now, Manny Mua also spoke out about the brand. He actually posted a video titled, "Get ready with me and let's spill some tea, kind of nervous." And honestly, this wasn't clickbait. A lot of tea was actually spilled in this video. Manny ended up addressing Ofra Cosmetics and pretty much said that he reached out to the brand to ask what was going to be done, and he was told the owner would be stepping down from her position.
I actually reached out to Ofra themselves and was like, what's going to be done about the situation? Because I didn't want to just basically say in the video, like, I'm no longer going to support them. I'm no longer going to work with them. If they were making changes behind the scenes. And basically, like, the only change I really wanted to happen was for David to step down. And that's actually what's happening. So they let me know that this week they're going to be making an announcement, another announcement this week, and that the CEO is actually stepping down from that position, and the COO is actually going to be taking over. So they actually are implementing some changes, some real changes in the company. And so I think from now, I'm just going to kind of wait it out and see what's going to go on, what's going to happen, how it's all going to transpire. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to completely de-affiliate with them as of right at this moment. I'm going to see.
Anyways, that's not all Manny talked about. Manny also revealed something huge. Apparently, he's a major Frenemies fan. This is like pretty big. Frenemies has been actively calling out Manny's best friend, James Charles. In fact, I don't think the stories about James would have blown up the way they did if it wasn't for Trisha and Ethan bringing awareness to it. So for Manny to fangirl over Frenemies for like 5 minutes is definitely interesting. A lot of people think this was actually Manny's way of low-key saying that he no longer supports James and his actions. I mean, Manny was actively doing collabs with James while Frenemies was calling him out, so this is pretty confusing. I could see if he was some secret watcher of the podcast, but the fact that he brought it up publicly and actually drooled over them for like 5 minutes, I think that means a lot. Another interesting thing, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Manny's also wearing Teddy Fresh in his video. Clearly, he's a fan. I know it might sound like a bit of a reach, but I'm actually not the only one that feels that way. Here's what people had to say. I think his outfit choice is saying everything about a certain situation. I'm sorry, I'm kind of shocked he listens to the podcast, especially how they talk about James Charles. Something feels off. Not only all of that, but Trisha has also called out Manny's best friend, Laura Lee, before. Trisha posted a huge video calling Laura out for her tearful apology video and pretty much called it all fake. Manny actually acknowledged this, and he says he doesn't agree with everything that Trisha says, and even admitted that they've had a few awkward encounters before. On the other hand though, Manny did admit that he's seen a huge change in Trisha recently, and he thinks that they're really growing. Def Noodles actually posted this clip on Twitter, and Trisha ended up seeing it and responded to Manny, writing, "I feel like I was such a sad, hurt individual for so long and wanted to pick fights with everyone because I was insecure about not being part of groups. It's nice to be given another chance, so to speak. I wish I could apologize to a lot of people face to face. Maybe one day I can. When I was younger, I used to have the worst temper. So if someone told me something about someone else, I'd rage on them for no reason at all other than to look cool for those awful people I was trying to impress." Finally, the last bit of tea that Manny revealed in his video was that he and Laura Lee are starting a podcast. He didn't totally announce what the podcast would be focused on, but it sounds like it's going to be a topic-based podcast on popular topics in the beauty community, which I mean, kind of sounds like a drama channel or a Frenemies-esque podcast. We all know Manny and Laura don't have the best history with drama, and they've actually managed to stay out of the drama for the past few years, so if they do go down the route of drama, I'll actually be surprised. I kind of feel like it's hard to start a topic-based podcast when you're already an established influencer. I mean, let's be real, all their friends will just be the people that these hot topics are about, and I just can't picture how that would work. We actually saw this happen recently to Rylan Adams. He started a drama podcast called The Sip, which was supposed to be celebrity tea, until he realized that he is the celebrity tea. I don't know how exactly it'll work, but honestly, I've been loving Laura Lee recently, so I'll probably be tuning in. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button because it really does help my channel, and I'll see you next time.